Alright, as many of you guys know, it is that time of year again where everyone's ranking stuff. The movie stars with the Oscars and the Emmys and the Tonys and all that stuff. And the amazing events in your year and stuff like that. It's also the same thing for coaster enthusiasts like me. So I'm going to be ranking my top 10 favorite roller coasters of all time. So as some of you know, I've been very stressed about this and very confused. And you guys have given me so much support. So thank you so much about that. And I've had some good time to think about that over Christmas break and stuff. And I'm excited to share my number 10. Alright, here we go. Number 10 is Goliath at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I love this ride. It's my first hyper coaster. Great airtime on that camelback going over. You don't really feel the drop. And the buzzkill is there, which is that big brake run that stops you all the way. But the helix, you gray out, which means your eyes start to like fizzle and stuff. And yes, overall a great ride. Number 9. This is my 50th credit. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a V and ends with an R, and it valied last week. Did you guess it? It was Viper at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I love the intensity. I love how fast it goes, and the drop in that loop. I mean, some people always say that your head gets hurt, but that's not true for me. I just love this thing. Number 8. Superman at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I know it's been kind of a trend here, but they just have so many good rides. And you just get launched up at 100 miles an hour. And you go about 150, 200 feet up in the air. I don't know, you'll have to tell me the stats. But I love this thing. It's amazing. Go ride it. Number 7 is going to be, I have to go with Demon at Great America. As you can see, I love aero loopers. And this one, it's a lot smoother than Viper. And I love the sound effects going through the tunnel and the giant demon head. It's way more themed than Viper. I love the trains too. The lap bar comes all the way down. It's definitely for smaller people, but it's my first aero looper. And I just love this thing. I love the setting. I love the environment. And yeah. Number 6. You know, for this one, I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go with Batman the Ride. I know this is kind of a GP thing, but it was such a good ride. And I loved it. I love the free spinning aspect of it. No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke one. My number 5 should not be Batman the Ride. My number 5 is most definitely going to be West Coast Racers at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I love the dueling aspect. I love how intense it is. I love the paced aspect. And if I could, I would just marathon it all day. Alright, number 4. We have Medusa at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. That's my home park. So I go there a lot. I've ridden Medusa tons of times. And I think my most memorable experience is when we went to power hours at the park. And I stayed up so late just riding that thing. And basically, you could just lean back on the chain lift and look up, and you could look at the stars and everything. And once you go down the drop and into the loop, it seems to last forever. But if you look down at your feet, there's stars. And that was amazing. That's an experience I will never forget. Number 3 is Apocalypse. Number 4 is Apocalypse at Six Flags Magic Mountain. There's so much airtime. It's way better than Gold Striker. Controversial, but I don't care. It is so much better than Gold Striker, and you just get ejected out of your seat. and you feel like you're just gonna get thrown into the theming or thrown into the wooden supports and the tunnels. I love them. And it's not too rough. It's a teeny bit rough, but way smoother than Gold Striker. And this is my controversial opinion, that I hate that thing, but I need to give it a second chance because I got Great America season passes for Christmas. And it's just a way better GCI than Gold Striker ever was. Number 3. My top 3 is all RMCs, obviously. I'm in my RMC shirt. This is how we rule, boys. I know my classmates know a lot about RMC now because of me. But number 3 is Joker at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. This is my most ridden roller coaster, somewhere between 30 and 40 rides. I usually ride it 2 or 3 times every time I go. I know I haven't made a Six Flags Discovery Kingdom vlog soon. Ever, but I'll try and get one soon in January, probably around my mom's birthday, because it's completely empty then. Like, there's no one in the park. Last time we went in January, you could have marathon Joker, but I was still GP, but the park was empty. There's no one. Joker was a walk-on. And then my second favorite ride is Twisted Colossus. And that's a massive step up from Joker. I got bruises on my thighs from the insane amount of airtime on that thing. And the Top Gun stall and the dueling aspect. Oh, it's just such a good, complete ride. And once it's all over, you get to do it again. Just like West Coast Racers. But you freaking get to do it again. Alan Chuka, you're a maniac. And it just gets so much airtime, and I love it. And if I'm rambling this much about my second coaster, try and guess what my favorite coaster is. It is Railblazer at California's Great America. Railblazer, I'm speechless on that one. Alan Chuka just blew me away. So you go down the pre-lift section, you just get throttled just right off the chain lift, and then it all slows down, and then the first cars start going over one by one by one, and if you're sitting in the back row, half the cars are over, and then the train just starts speeding up, and you get launched over the edge, and you're gonna feel like you're getting ejected like 500 feet out of the ride, all the way over to Psycho Maps, which is on the other side of the park. And then you just get pulled back down into your seat, and then through the rock work, and you feel like your head's gonna get sliced off. And then you go up through the, I think it's an Emmelman, and that is the most intense thing I've ever tried. Like, Goliath Helix doesn't even compare. And then you go down and into an overbank turn, you just get launched and then into an S-bend. You're just flying everywhere, not even in your seat. It is the most insane thing ever. Hopefully it might be my number 1 favorite roller coaster. And the best thing about it, there's a single rider line. It's like a marathon it over and over and over again. Alright, thank you for listening to me ramble on about my top 10 favorite roller coasters. And shoot me some feedback if you want. Or shoot me some criticism or advice. But this is my scientific opinion. It is all facts. Don't worry, I site checked it. It's all facts. This is Coasterin, California. I'll see you somewhere mid-January, February. Yep.